Hi, I'm Johan. Welcome to my channel. About a year ago I bought a snowmobile. It's a Arctic Cat from 2004. It was running but not that great. I knew I have to fix the carburetor sometime. But first I have to start it to see if it's running okay. The batteries had no charge in it, so I had to borrow one from the monster truck. And of course I forgot the cables. Of course I have to have some starter fluid too. Well, a lot starter fluid. But if it only runs on starter fluid, every snowmobile owner knows that the carburetors are full of crap. Because the fuel is evaporating but not the oil. So actually you should drain the carburetors every seasons, but not many do that. These rubbers were the main problem with taking them out and putting them in. They are so hard when it's cold outside, but it's 10 below freezing, so it's not that cold, but cold enough. It's much easier if you remove the air box with the filters. And the choke comes out, and then the throttle body. And of course I had to DNA mark everything with my blood. When you're removing the throttle cable with the spring in, it's much harder to do one-handed. But you remove it from the slot, and then it's loose. And then you can bring in the carburetors to a place that's warm. The carburetor is a mikuni 34, and it's very common in motorcycles and snowmobiles. And these floaters has to be mounted right side up. You can see all the gunk in the bottom. The throttle position sensor is I wouldn't say new, but the newer vehicles with carburetors have them, but not the old one, of course. This is the screw for the idle fuel, and it should be turned in 1 3/4 turn to 2 turns. And you notice how it is by screwing it in to the bottom and then counting the revolutions. Some fiber or hair on it, it's not that great. And there's a plug for vacuum tubes. Then the flotation spring is removed with a punch. It's the easiest way. Then you remove the main jet. And the flotation wire. It has a rubber tip on the newer ones, but this one looks fine. Then you put back the main valve when you're taking away the basket for it, and you just tap it down. And the tube, I think it's called a emulsion tube or something. And here you can see the magnets that are inside the throttle, well, body for the and this one is the regulator for the fuel when you're getting on the throttle. It has 4 grooves, and it's 1 below and 2 above on the normal. If you want more fuel, you just adjust it up. But I don't think this one need more fuel. I think it's actually less. And this is the this one is for the idle fuel. And this is the main problem with the machine. And then you put it in your basket for your ultrasonic and start with the next one. Removing the bottom plug here. And as you can see, it's a lot of old oil and fuel. And then you remove the O-rings. You can put them in the ultrasonic too, but that would be enough. And only dish soap and water in this one. You put in water in the can, and the ultrasonic waves will go through them too. That's great if you're using a stronger cleaning. And the result is pretty good. Maybe you can find some spots where you have to remove some more gunk. And the can is
this one up. Oh, you know what? Oh, goodness, it fits so good. I need to get that bolt.
then you have to make sure that all the openings are free. This is the main problem with this machine. Idle fuel, and wasn't great.
We can call this one done and ready for the road. So what do we do? Let's get back to the knuckle. Yeah, let's finish that up. Okay.
The main jet is a lot of gunk on the inside.
Hey there, Paul.
And the floats are going in the right way. With up should be up, and the pin is in. This one didn't have the plastic stops on it, but it's okay anyway. Doesn't matter. And the bottom plug is going in. And tighten down. Here's the jet for the idle fuel coming in. And the well for the fuel inlet. It's make sure it's clean and fine. And this is should be a 10 millimeter. There we go. And when I'm tightening this down, I don't use any ratchet or anything. It's just a screwdriver. So I don't over tighten it. Then we have the emulsion tube. And it has a groove on it. This groove right there should be aligned with the tap inside. If you can see it, yeah, you can. Then you just put it in, so it comes flush with the barrel. The basket goes on and the main jet. And that's a 6mm. And again, just a screwdriver, no ratchet. When we put down the lever for the fuel shut off, you can see the markings on it, and it's a good thing to put it back the same way it was, but the most important part is that it is level, like this. I put the needle back the way it was because it was working, but the magnets were off, so I had to glue them on, but I didn't have any glue. That was great. And it's for this positioning in whale. So I put them back for now. And they should slide in easy, but the needle has to be correct in the hole. So just put it in. This is how it works. When you pull it up, it goes more fuel, more air. And the fuel bowl is going in. Don't over tight it, just enough. And on this machine you have a cup that you should empty. You can see it's not in great condition. This is the idle screw, and make sure this one is doing the idling and not the throttle cable, because some persons may use that instead, but that's not the right way to go. And when you turn the idle screw, you lift it up a bit. It's not rocket science. And then the idle air screw is in, and this one you have to put it right. It's 1 3/4 turn to 2 turns, and I put mine at well, 1 3/4, so it should be okay, and it was. I'm putting back the sensor for the idle, and the washer, don't forget the washer, and the spring and the cap. You have, of course, have to remove them when you're putting in the throttle cable. But there you have it. And of course it's 2. When you're inspecting your carburetors, be observant. This ball is missing on the one of them, so I have to correct that too. I didn't have any at home today, but I got it later. And then you just put them back. Putting in the choke. And since it's not been altered with, it's just putting it back. It's no big deal. And then the throttle cable. And same here, if you just leave the nut on, you just put it back to the position it was. And hope for the best that someone else had put it right before. Don't forget the washer, because this one is actually lock it in the right place. And then just put it in. And tightening it down, of course. Everything vibrates on a snowmobile. It's only 10 below freezing, but this rubber is rock hard. It's very hard to get it in. Losing it some more, but didn't do anything. And then putting the fuel back on. And the next one. Easier to do with two hands. And then the electric cable comes in. And then push the other one in. Of course, this is much easier to do when it's warm outside. And the other fuel hose. And then try to get this rubber back on. I think this is the hardest part of it all. But if you're careful and pry it right, then it's okay. And then screw down the airbox, of course. Been running with too much fuel a long time. it's a bit slippery because it's a lot of ice underneath the snow. Oh yeah, have you seen this key? 460,000 have seen it. It's my best video when I make this key. Bit weird, huh? And it's for this machine. It's a Panther 570 touring, and yeah, the snow is gone, but it doesn't matter. It's fun anyway. And that's all for this video. Hope you liked it, and if you did, why don't you put down a like or a comment or subscribe? Really helps the channel. I know this was a little bit different, but so is my life. So I see you next time, I guess. Bye.